My ex is now married to my best friend. How did that happen? We had a good relationship for 6 years. We were engaged for 2, going towards the end of the 2 years of engagement. I asked him, I said, how come, I've been wearing this shut up ring this long and you're not marrying me yet? I mean, what's the hold up? Because if you just put a ring on my finger so my hands can look cute, you can take it back. I can buy my own ring and put it on my finger so my finger can look good. I don't need your engagement, your proposal ring to be on my hand, and it's almost 2 years. If there's something you need to let me know, you need to tell me about it, because this is not normal. I'm not okay with wearing this ring anymore. So he started acting like he has something to tell me. So then I say, if there's anything that you need to tell me, go ahead. And then he sat down for a while and he looked at me. And I said, what is it? He said, I'm no longer in love with you. I said, you serious? You're no longer in love with me? I said, so when did you fall out of love? Before you engaged me or after you engaged me? He said somewhere in between. I was like, you know what? You have to explain yourself. I said, if you're no longer in love, that means you're in love with somebody else. Who is it? He goes, I know this is not going to end up well. I said, it's not going to end up well for who? You or me? Because I'm the one who's about to be without, but soon, very soon, I will have somebody better than you. But either way, I know I'm going to be hurt first, because if you fell out of love, that means you have fallen in love with somebody else. So go ahead, spill the beans. Open your can of worms, let him crawl everywhere. Let's just get it over with. He goes, I fell for grace. I said, oh, may she have grace on you. How long has this been going on? He said, it has been going on for a while, but I tried to, ignore the feelings I was having for her, because I knew you and I have been through a whole lot and I wanted to make this relationship work. I said, oh, so you wanted to make yourself unhappy because of me? He looked at me kind of shocked. I said, you wanted to make yourself unhappy because of me? So I look at him right through his nostrils, straight up his brains, through his eyeballs, and told him, let me break it to you. I wouldn't dare make myself unhappy because of anybody, including you. But anyways, go ahead. So how come you and Grace didn't bring this out a long time ago, so we all could just move on with our lives and live happily with whoever is, in love with us equally? He said, that's because Grace didn't want to agree. I said, agree to what? Intimacy? He said, none of that. She has refused to kiss me. She has refused to do anything personal, with me. I was like, oh, she's kind of a good friend. I said, but then what motivated you to come and tell me? He goes, she did. I said, but you said she hasn't been interested. He said, no, she is in love with me too, but because of you guys' friendship and how long you guys been friends, she wanted me to break it to you if I was serious about wanting to be with her instead. I was like, oh, well, she's really civil about this, isn't she? She's a good friend. At the same time, she don't want to be the one under the bus. So since you, the man, you feel like You found your good thing in her. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I respect the route she took. So you man enough, you got the balls, and you are telling me, okay, respect for the both of you. No problem. No problem. And I go, so this is over, right? He was like, just like that? I said, hold up, how do you want this to work? You want us to go one more year? You want us to keep going after you and her start doing whatever? He was like, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, do I pack my stuff and leave right now? I said, when do you want to leave? Yes, hell yeah, you got to leave right now. Let's go. Let me help you pack so you can leave, please. I don't want to see another second of you around me. I need to start thinking about that other guy I like too. He was like, other guy. I was like, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. You know, I want you to be happy because you're not happy with me. And I am pleased and ready to move on with my life. So don't be trying to get all nosy now. All right, we good. So let's pack your stuff so you can leave, please. Okay, y'all, I got to get back to the story of how my ex ended up marrying my best friend. Mind you, we were together for 6 years, engaged for 2. This is part 1 to this story. You have to go on my page, look for it, and watch part 1 so you can follow along. After the discussion between him and myself and the breakup and everything, he started packing his stuff. So I told him, I said, look, man, I got some things to do. So just go ahead and finish what you're doing. When you're leaving, put your keys under the doormat. You know, make sure you get everything. Don't come back here. And he just looked at me and I left. When I left, I was going to my best friend Grace's house. But I went and parked my car by a store somewhere in the parking lot and then took Uber to her place because I had an intention to stay there and be there when he shows up. Because, I mean, come on now. I knew deep inside of me that her house was going to be his next stop after he packed his stuff. That's why I went there. So when I got there, luckily for me, she was home. So she opened the door, got in there. We sat down. We started girls to girl talk. It wasn't nothing concerning what just happened because I didn't want to alarm her or anything, right? So I was sitting there about 45 minutes later, she heard a knock at the door. And her phone didn't ring. I believe this guy was so used to going to her house. They had such this mutual thing going on that he could just show up anytime. So when she heard a knock, oh my gosh, she's like, I wonder who it is. I'm not expecting anybody. I was like, girl, go get the door. I already knew who it was. So when she opened the door, she started to whisper something. And then he goes, what? What, you don't want me to come in? Because she just kicked me out. I told her what you told me to tell her. She's actually cool. And, my plan was to come here. That's our plan. And she's like, but I said, but what? Who is it at the door? She wouldn't say anything. She started to stutter. They started whispering, and I believe she said she's here. So I ran up to the door. I said, no, Grace, let him in, let him in. Matter of fact, we need to finish this, this discussion up right here, right now. Come in. Grace's new man, come in. And she looked at me in some kind of a way. And I said, come on, girl. I said, you good. Let's sit down, please. Let's sit down. We need to finish this talk right here about the both of y'all being the newest couple on the block. And then both of us, me and him walk. As we were walking, I look back. She's still standing by the door with her back against the door. I look, and this girl's crying. I walk up to her. I said, why are you crying? She said, this is just too much. This is just so not right. It's just too much. I'm like, girl, you better come on. What you mean it's too much? You better be the happiest woman. Being with the man that you fell in love with and he fell in love with you too. Come on, let's go. Wipe them crocodile tears. You're just faking. Come on, let's go. She's like, oh my God, you don't. I said, I understand. Let's go. So I grabbed her arm, took her. We went and sat down. It's like, look, man. He told me what y'all been up to. He told me how you felt about it. So I don't have any hard feelings towards you. I just wanted to be here so when he showed up, so we can wrap this thing up and we all can move on. So for now, what I want to do, Grace, is to get on my knees and ask you to marry my fiance, because, you know, originally he gave me the ring. The reason why I want to do this, you know how to do pageants and stuff like that? The new queen, the old queen got to crown the new queen. You are the new queen in his life. I said, girl, give me your hands. I have to do this just to let you know that I don't have any hard feelings, that I'm truly happy for you. Give me your hands. Let me put it on. She reluctantly dropped her hand on her lap. I grabbed her finger and I put the ring on her finger. And I said, Grace, will you marry my ex-fiance? She's like, you actually expecting an answer from me? Come on, this is hard enough for me. I said, this is hard for all of us. I mean, but I need you to at least have the decency and say yes. I trust him in your hands. I want him to be happy. And I know that he's going to be happy with you. So just out of me being honest with you, that I'm happy for you, at least say yes. That at least I know you're not going to dump him. I took care of him for 6 years. I want him to be in good hands. I trust you. So please say yes. She go, yeah, I guess. I said, come on, man. You can say it better than that. She said, yes. I said, thank you. Look, I'm honestly happy for you. I'm going to be here to help you plan this wedding and everything, okay? Don't think that I'm going to stop talking to you. Don't feel, embarrassed to call me or whatever. All of this stuff is behind me, and I expect y'all to put it behind y'all. Our relationship with one another is going to remain the same. You understand? I gotta go. Y'all go ahead, go out on a date, celebrate, start making babies, You got some wine here? Matter of fact, you got some wine? She was like, are you serious? I said, go get the wine. Bring glasses. Let's toast to the new couple on the block. I wish y'all everything. Bring the wine. Let's toast. Bring the wine. She's, okay, you don't want to get the wine. So I went and got the wine. Took 3 glasses. Came and gave them the glasses. Poured the wine in. And I said, let's toast to a long-lasting relationship till death do y'all apart. Let's toast to that big white wedding and everything. Let's toast. We toasted. I said, look, y'all, honestly, no hard feelings. We good. So I left, y'all. But that wasn't the end of it. There is something in this for me that I'm going to accomplish on their wedding day. I will continue the story. Stay tuned.